Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see Phoenix against New Orleans. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Campbell is out there with Insanity, and there's Money, and it's Goose, and it's Finley in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, Woolridge is out there with the natural. Then it's Jones, and there's Mr. Moves, and it's Pierce in at the small forward. Greg, a game like this, 2 offensive juggernauts going head-to-head. I mean, we're buckled in, ready to go.
I mean, listen, the rules favor offense in today's game. That's why league-wide scoring is on the rise, and I would expect we're going to see a bucket or 2 put forth tonight, Kevin.
No doubt. Now here is Woolridge. There's the feed to Pierce. It's tipped. They retain possession. Bucket is good. And here's New Orleans now. Washington with it. Now Finley passes to Campbell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Outside, Sheldon to the inside. Woolridge hits the layup after the sweet pump fake that frees the D.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Campbell. A 24-point outing in their last game again.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated the last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that a sloppy effort? I mean, turnovers were a huge issue. They don't have to play safe tonight. They do have to play smart.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Oh, here's Sheldon. 11-point game, his last outing. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low. You can make a coach panic when you take a 3 on the break, but as a good shooter with nobody on him, he's got to take that shot.
Here's Sheldon. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. But they get it back. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Finley. The three-pointer, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Cardinal gets the bucket.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Here's Honeycutt, guarded by Woolridge. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Woolridge, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
And so here is New Orleans, following the score by Phoenix. Washington passes to Campbell. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and Campbell throws it down.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Outside, Woolridge goes up on the wing. That shot is off.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
No good from Campbell.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
To the paint. Here's Cardinal. Banked in off the glass. Cardinal's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Honeycutt. He's coming off a 13-point game again. Pass to Campbell. Fires the 3. Honeycutt can't get that one to go in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Woolridge. Jones, no one around him. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's Honeycutt, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Fades. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that back.
Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. The pass to Pierce. Fires for 3. Campbell grabs the board. New Orleans in the lead. New Orleans moving it around. Hits it from 3-point range. 5 points in the game.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Inside, here's Cardinal. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Tipped away. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Jones has got 4 rebounds in this game, and he jams it with authority.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Campbell. He has 6. All by himself. Here's Cardinal, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. New Orleans shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Honeycutt. Here's the waiter. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Campbell inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For New Orleans, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Burton's checked in for Insanity. The Prodigy comes in for Mr. Fundamentals. ABC's checked in for Washington. And Chase subbed in for Honeycutt. Here's McDaniels. No good on the triple.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
And a quick look at the numbers for the Prodigy. He's getting around 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
Jones checked in for Jones. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's the waiter. Feeds it to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels. we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Shea outside. Teardrop shot, and Jones pulls it down.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Cardinal gets the bucket.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, yeah. Flexibility is crucial. You have to be able to take what the defense gives you.
Here's Campbell, following the score by Phoenix. Passes it to Outlaw. Pass to Barber. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 4. And here is Miller. No points in the game yet for him. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. The erasers checked in for New Orleans. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. .143 left here in the first quarter. For 3, Outlaw. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Here's Jones, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:16 left in the first quarter. Pass to Burton to stop the run. And rebounded by McDaniel. Phoenix leading by 6. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
And it's good. 2 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Shea. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
New Orleans trails by 10. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
New Orleans shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Miracle Man, he's checked in for ADC.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Passes to McDaniels. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
That's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen, not at this level.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. And finished off by McDaniel.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And so it's Phoenix going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. They've got McDaniels. Mr. Fundamentals is out there with Jones. Then there's the waiter, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. Here's Honeycutt. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's the waiter from the stripe, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Kicks it to Jones. The pass to Melo. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Jones trying to get open. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's McDaniels. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Pierce is checked in for the Trailblazers. Will Ridge comes in for the waiter. And New Orleans also making a change. Insanity, he's checked in for Burt.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Jones with it. Out guarded by Jay. A nice shot by Woolridge.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks. A trend that they'd like to reverse.
The natural, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Washington's checked in for New Orleans. Insanity, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Trailblazers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The rim-rattling 2-handed jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. So for Phoenix, their last game, a loss to Memphis.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of the game. And they just had so few opportunities. And I think that was their Achilles heel.
And second chance points. It's another great indicator of which team won in the hustle department. And tonight, they didn't win that battle.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. For New Orleans, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the first one at the line is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Outside, Woolridge. Pass to the natural. Here's Pierce. Had a hand on it. They recover it. Off the left rim and out.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Washington, that's good.
I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Trailblazers leading by 10. Jones kicks to Woolridge. Takes it from 10. It's deflected. And here comes the break. Back to Jay. Here's ABC. Off target with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Jones drives in over Outlaw. Another shot. Got a piece of it. Here's Honeycutt, guarded by Woolridge. Here's Washington. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Washington's got 6.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Jones kicks to Woolridge. Pass to Pierce. Beyond the arc. And that one is off. And New Orleans will come the other way. Honeycutt the pass to Insanity. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Pierce. Phoenix leading by 7. Lets it go from deep. Now here is Woolridge. 35 points for him last game against.
Yeah, his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and control the boards too. Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Outside, Sheldon. Pass to Woolridge. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Goose. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cardinals checked in. Campbell, he's checked in for New Orleans. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here's Outlaw. Insanity, the pass to Washington. Shea outside. Campbell against Pierce. No good from Campbell.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Sheldon with it. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Campbell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Outlaw. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for insanity. Putting up about 22 points per 8 rebounds and 4 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Melo's checked in. Here's Woolridge.
Oh, wow! Nice.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Campbell. Oh, what a beautiful play.
Intensity. Did you see that? Greatness. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Jones looking for an opening. Outside, Woolridge. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Woolridge. Woolridge has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Honeycutt, guarded by Woolridge. Now the pass to Insanity. Score of the basket is 3rd after 5 shots.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Phoenix leading by 7. Here's Jones. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Phoenix making some changes. Daniels, he's checked in for Pierce. The Waiters subbed in for Jones. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Burton's checked in for Insanity. ABC comes in for Campbell. Barber's checked in for Washington. And ABC subbed in for Honeycutt. Stolen by McDaniels. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Passes it to Burton. Jay, right side. Pass to Burton. Clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. So he gets them both. And here are the Trailblazers now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Woolridge. And stolen by Outlaw. Launches the 3. His 4th shot, his 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. That's tipped. The pass to Barber. There's 38 seconds. Trailblazers with a fast break. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Shea outside. Passes it to ABC. Some nice passing here by New Orleans to the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Barber. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's the 3. A nice shot by Woolridge.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
Ball stolen. That shot off the mark. And so it's Phoenix up by...
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what has gone right for your team so far?
Well, we've got a lot of energy. Getting stops and getting runouts was the biggest difference.
And that gets your guards involved early in the offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The home checking out Phoenix. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, it was beautiful.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Their lack of execution surprised me. They had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Mr. Moves has been exceptional here, guys, today.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Mr. Fundamentals is out there with Campbell. It's Goose. Then there's Insanity, and it's Washington in at the 2-guard position. Pierce kicks to Woolridge. High post try, and he hits the jumper for 2. Woolridge has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Trailblazers.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Right side Sheldon. The 3. Campbell grabs the board. Campbell's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Insanity.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kicks to Woolridge. To the middle. Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Phoenix, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. 2 shots. Good on both. Here's Honeycutt. He's got 14.
Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Trailblazers leading by 10. Outside, Sheldon. Pass to Pierce. Down low. Picked off in midair. Here's Finley. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Finley's got 5 points so far. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Woolridge. They get it back. Jones. And it's denied. They get it back. Cardinal gets the bucket.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Washington. To the middle. Here's Campbell. That shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Trailblazers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. New Orleans trails by 11. On deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Honeycutt's got 5 points now in the quarter. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Woolridge kicks to Pierce. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. 14 points for Insanity.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Stolen by Washington. And here they come, pushing it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First free throw is good. Jones checked in for Woolridge. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Jones. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Right side, Pierce. Lets it go with a three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his third assist on the night. They got the pass to Insanity. And Jones sends it back. Now here's Jones. Defense right on him. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And now it's a 12-point Phoenix lead. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Honeycutt, defended by Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First free throw is good. And Campbell drills both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And So it's Jones. It's Pierce on the wing. Shoots from the corner. Second shot opportunity. And he banks in the layup. And that's 13 points for Dub.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Count the basket.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
Pass to the net. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Phoenix making some changes. Melo's checked in for Mr. Moves. McDaniels comes in for Pierce. The waiters subbed in for the natural. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
He's the one trying to keep them in this game. A tremendous individual effort.
Here's the waiter taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. A shot by McDaniels, no good. To the paint. Here's Finley. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
And checking out the stats for Goose, he's really stood out for them over the past month. 14th in three-point field goal percentage, 17th in steal. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hand, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. Out of hand on it. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Now Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that gun.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's the waiter. Now the dish to Jones. Tries again. It's deflected. Here's Barber. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Burton, no good. Outside, Jones. He kicks to McDaniels. Top of the key jumper, no good. New Orleans trails by 7. Here's Caldwell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And the first one drops. He doesn't get the second one. Trailblazers leading by 6. And here is McDaniel. 13 points in the game. Here's Jones. That's a miss, and with it, he is 5 for 9. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And the dunk by Outlaw.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Outside, Jones. Here's the three. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 16.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And the pass to Mello. Now here's McDaniel. 16 points for him. Mello kicks to McDaniel. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way.
That's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. 1:43 left in the third. And stolen by Outlaw. Here's Caldwell. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
A tight game here in Portland. Passes it to Jones. Here's McDaniels. And he gets the bucket. He's got 18.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Burton, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's McDaniels. He's got 18. Fires from the wing. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts. New Orleans trails by 3. Here's Caldwell. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Mr. Moves checked in for Jones. Pierce comes in for McDaniels. And Woolridge subbed in for Jones. Pass to Pierce. Outside, Woolridge. From outside the arc. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night.
He's done almost no damage from 3-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
Stolen by Woolridge.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to get the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Kicks it out to Che. Up in time. No good. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Trailblazers lead by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Defensively, you got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively, as I want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Mr. Fundamentals is out there with Pierce. Then there's the waiter. Then it's Woolridge. And it's Cardinal in at the 5, roaming the paint. Who's out there for Phoenix. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
The natural, he's checked in for Phoenix. New Orleans trails by 7. Campbell with it to the inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now Woolridge. Honeycutt grabs the board. Out left to the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers leading by 5. Pass to Cardinal. And here is Woolridge. There's the pass to the natural. Back to Woolridge. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The Insanity's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside, Sheldon. Kicks it to Pierce. Outside, Woolridge. Count that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Washington. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Over to the wing. Insanity, the pass to Washington. Campbell with it. Passes to Insanity. 5 on the clock. Finley. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers leading by 4. Wide open look. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Inside, and he dunks it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Trailblazers have gone 5. Of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
Extends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession. Now, it's just a lucky break for the defense. Keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Outside, Pierce. He kicks it Cardinal. Pierce, the pass to the natural. 6 to shoot. That one's not going to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Swiped away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And stolen by Sheldon. Latrey sinks the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range. And it's now 22 points for Goose.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Pierce's shot is good.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Lets it go. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here is Woolridge. It's Pierce on the wing. Fires the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The Insanity's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Honeycutt. And another three for New Orleans.
And he's leaning on the three-point shot a little more in this half. Only had 1 before the break, but he's got 3 of them since then.
Here's Woolridge. Lays it up and banks it in. Woolridge has got 6 points in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Honeycutt the pass to Insanity. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
To the inside. Here's Washington. Finley. Pass to Honeycutt. New Orleans moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Pass to Campbell. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Washington. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Mr. Moves.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Jones checked in for Melo. And he drops it in from the low post. Now it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. And it's Phoenix's ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. You have to like what we've been seeing from Mr. Moves.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
New Orleans trails by 4. Here's Honeycutt. Nice D from Woolridge. Outside Pierce. And there's the pass to the natural.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Free throw good. Honeycutt. And both free throws good from Honeycutt. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. A 2-point game. The natural to pass to Woolridge. Here is Cardinal. Buries it down low. Cardinal's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's just been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
And it goes down 2 points.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here is Cardinal. Outside, Pierce. Back to Woolridge. Shot clock at 5. Oh, good with the triple. Well, for New Orleans, shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. From deep. And Pierce pulls it down. Pierce has got 4 rebounds in this game. Cardinal gets the bucket. Cardinals got 9 points now in the quarter.
They get exactly the matchup they want inside of the He's the biggest bucket of the game.
Here's Insanity. Right wing. Campbell with it. Second chance effort. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Campbell drills both of them.
Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Now Woolridge. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Pierce. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. 1:15 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Woolridge. Good on the triple. Woolridge has got 26 points.
And that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that one.
Honeycutt can't get that one to go in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
To the paint, here's Campbell. Money!
Nice pass. He's putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
El Phoenix shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Here's Woolridge. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 7. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get the rebound. Campbell kicks to Honeycutt. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to play.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this now. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
Down low, passes it to Finley. And Honeycutt kicks to Finley. Fader on the way. Yes!
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect on the miss. Phoenix calls timeout. They're up by 3. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have the foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 5. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.